John Elway, that man is the decider. He is basically picking the Broncos' next head coach. Our Mike Klis has been covering Elway's decisions, his thought process for years now. So asked Klis today, what's the common thread? And who does that suggest that Elway will hire as the next head coach?
Well, one common thread is the last person he interviewed is the one who got the job. John Fox was last in 2011. Everybody remembers getting him off the escalator at DIA, and he wound up getting the job. Gary Kubiak was really the only guy he interviewed in 2015, and then Vance Joseph was the last guy in 17. So if that trend continues, it will be Vic Fangio. He is interviewing with Elway today. They're having dinner tonight in Chicago, so it could probably be him. It's a little interesting search this time because there's the three candidates who are 58 and older: Chuck Pagano, Mike Munchak, and Fangio. And then you have two younger guys: Brian Flores, defensive play caller for the Patriots; Zach Taylor, quarterback coach for the Rams. So a diverse group, but right now I think it's either Munchak or Vic Fangio.